Shalom. First and foremost, I'd like to give all praise and glory to Yahweh, Ba'ashem, Yahweh Shai, Ba'ashem, Kakadash. Double honors to the elders, apostles of Great Millstone, preaching His word, truthfully, faithfully, strongly, and sincerely. Bear shalom to the Akim, scattered through the four corners of the globe, preaching His word, truthfully and sincerely. And shalom to the Akim that be like unto the speckled bird, preaching His word, truthfully, faithfully, strongly, and sincerely. And I say shalom to y'all Akim out there. And this is a news article in the news. I'm doing another upload of this. Slovakia. The U.S. launch airstrikes on senior al-Qaeda leader in Idlib, Syria. And this was 3 hours ago. The Pentagon announced on Monday it has carried out an airstrike against a senior leader on al-Qaeda location in Idlib governates the northern Syrian province occupied by the Turkish troops and radical Muslim rebel militants. And it says the U.S. force conducts a counter-terrorism strike near Idlib, Syria today on a senior al-Qaeda leader. Initiated indications are that we struck the individual we were aiming for, and there are no indications of civilian casualties as a result of the strike, Pentagon spokesman John Kirby said on Monday. And continue on with the reading of the article, Kirby said he has no further details on the target's identity. But according to the site intelligence groups, media chatter by Syrian rebel groups suggests the strike killed Abu Abar al-Tazi and Abdul Hamzallah al-Yemen, the two fighters of Tanzan Harsh's as the guardians of the religion organization, a militant in northern Syria that aligned with al-Qaeda. And it reads on with the article. Idlib remains the last majority outpost of radical Sunni militants and rebel against the Syrian government. The dominant rebel force is Hayy at Tahrir Shem Levant Liberation Committees, which formed in 2017 as a form between al-Nusra Front and several other similar militants. Al-Nusra was also known as al-Qaeda in Syria. Aras al-Din, the group rumors to have been targeted by the Monday strike and split from HTS in 2016, believing it to have to deliberate from the al-Qaeda's ideology. It says the U.S. long support of al-Nusra and other so-called moderate rebels during the Syrian civil war. It says believing that it would overthrow the government of Syrian President Bashar al-Assad. And to continue on with the reading, further on, it says, speaking last month after Taliban capture of Afghan capital Kabul and the U.S.-backed Afghan government has collapsed, the U.S. President Joe Biden said the 20-year-long war on terrorists that began with the U.S. invasion of Afghanistan in 2021. I meant to say 2001, Slovakia, was not yet over, and that the threat of al-Qaeda has manifested elsewhere, namely Syria, as one theater of operations that will continue. It says one airstrike during the final days of the withdrawal from Afghanistan has drawn global condemnation after it revealed the target a civilian vehicle and a non-bomb laden car driven in Daesh militant en route to attack U.S. forces. The strike kills 10 civilians, even of whom were children. The U.S. Command CENTCOM Commander General Frank McKenzie called the strike a mistake and said the Pentagon was investigating. The CENTCOM also oversees the U.S. operation in Syria. It says the U.S. also maintained the occupation forces of 900 troops in eastern Syria, where it was garnished several of Syria's oil fields, the products of which exported eastward towards the Iraq by truck, instead of westward along existing gas lines where the Syrian government would be able to set the presence of sustainability in support of Kurdish militants who are continuing to fight Daesh remnants in the region. And it says the Russian foreign minister, which supports the Syrian government and its fights against the rebels, recently denounced the ongoing presence of U.S. troops in Syria as a de facto portent of the countries preventing reunification as a reconstruction. Terror groups outlawed in many countries. So after I got to read that long article, in the news article I just posted right here, just read the whole full article. And this was today, 3 hours ago, Monday, September 20th, 2021. And and the U.S. launches an airstrike on a senior al-Qaeda leader in Idlib, Syria. So, but other than that, I hope this was edifying through the spirit, power, grace, and mercy of our Yahweh Shai. So, these are the signs of the times that we are living in. Expect to see more activities going on over there in the region, in Syria, and parts of Iraq as well, too. I wouldn't be surprised if, even though the United States withdraw all their troops from Afghanistan, I meant to say, but I guess they will still be in support of the Afghan government over there, if any, if the Taliban, reacts to something that's probably, conducting something bad. But, the United States going to be still supportive of using airstrikes over there if need be. So, I expect to see more activities in those regions, especially in the full Middle East region as well too, So that's all I have to say about that. So once again, I mentioned, upload of this article video in the news of, this happened 3 hours ago, I believe. Or just been reported on the website. It might have happened way before then, but U.S. launch airstrikes on Syrian senior al-Qaeda leader in Idlib, Syria, because I believe the Turkish have support over there. They have military-backed groups over there in Syria as well too. So Russia, they support Syrian government and the armies over there, and then you got the Turkish governments over there. So you got 3 or 4 different nationalities or groups over there, which is the military groups and everything. So expect to see more activity over there in that region. It's going to be nonstop. So with that, Once again, I hope this was edifying through the spirit, power, grace, and mercy of Yahweh Shai. And first and foremost, I'd like to give all praise and glory to Yahweh, Ba'ashem, Yahweh Shai, Ba'ashem, Makar Kadash. Double honors to the elders, apostles, of great millstone, preaching his word, truthfully and sincerely. And shalom to the Akim, that be like unto the speckled bird, preaching his word, truthfully, faithfully, strongly, and sincerely. And shalom to the Akim that's scattered through the four corners of the globe, preaching his word, truthfully and sincerely. Until next time, I will say shalom.